Iran is constantly in the news right now, and most people think they already know what this country is about. But behind the headlines, there's a completely different reality. A place where deserts reach some of the hottest temperatures on Earth, and where one of Asia's tallest volcanoes rises higher than the Alps. And that's just the beginning, because what's hiding here is far more surprising than it looks at first glance.
Number 1. Iran is not an Arab country. Let's start with the basics. When you hear the term Middle East, you probably instantly associate it with the Arab world. But right in the center of this region lies Iran, which is actually a Persian country, not an Arab one. Iranians mainly speak Persian, or Farsi, a language completely different from Arabic, and their roots trace back to the ancient Persian empires that shaped the region thousands of years ago. Even though Islam is the dominant religion, Iran has its own unique culture, language, identity, and history that makes it very different from the Arab world. Number 2. Iran changed its name in 1935. When you hear the word Persia, you probably think about ancient empires, powerful kings, and legendary history. But Persia and Iran are actually the same country. In fact, Iran was officially known internationally as Persia until 1935. When Shah Reza Pahlavi requested that the world start using the country's native name, Iran. The name Persia came from the ancient region of Parsa, while Iran means land of the Aryans, and had already been used by locals for centuries. Even today, many people still use Persia when talking about the country's rich culture and history. Number 3. Iran is home to the Middle East's tallest mountain. Located in the Alborz mountain range in northern Iran, Mount Damavand rises to an incredible 5,609 meters, making it the tallest mountain in the Middle East and the highest volcano in Asia. What makes this even more surprising is that Damavand is actually higher than every mountain in the Alps or the Rocky Mountains. Towering above the clouds near the Caspian Sea, this massive volcanic peak has become a powerful symbol in Persian mythology, culture, and national identity for thousands of years. Number 4. Iran may contain the hottest place on Earth. The Lut Desert is one of the most extreme places on the planet. Between 2003 and 2009, NASA satellite measurements recorded a ground temperature of 70.7 degrees Celsius there, one of the highest surface temperatures ever detected on Earth. What's even crazier is that the Lut Desert recorded the planet's highest temperatures in 5 out of the 7 years measured. These readings were taken from space using NASA's Aqua satellite, revealing just how brutally hot this massive desert can become under the Iranian sun. Number 5. Iran sits on one of the world's largest energy reserves. Iran is an absolute energy superpower. The country holds the world's second-largest proven natural gas reserves, and after a major reserve audit in 2024, also ranks as the third-largest oil reserve holder on Earth, with about 208 billion barrels of oil. Only Venezuela and Saudi Arabia rank higher. These enormous reserves have made Iran one of the most strategically important countries in the global energy market, with massive influence stretching far beyond the Middle East. Number 6. Iran controls one of the world's most important choke points. Iran doesn't just sit on some of the world's largest oil and gas reserves. It also controls the gateway where a huge part of that energy leaves the region. Along its southern coast lies the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most strategically important waterways on Earth. This narrow passage connects the Persian Gulf to the open ocean, and around 1/5 of the world's oil supply passes through it every day. At its narrowest point, the strait is only about 33 kilometers wide, making it a critical global choke point for energy and trade. Number 7. There are 3 contested islands in the Strait of Hormuz. Abu Musa, Greater Tumb, and Lesser Tumb are 3 small but highly strategic islands located near the entrance of the Persian Gulf. Although tiny in size, they sit next to one of the world's most important maritime choke points, giving them outsized geopolitical importance. In 1971, shortly before the formation of the United Arab Emirates, Iranian forces took control of the islands in an event often referred to as the Seizure of the 3 Islands. Today, all 3 are administered by Iran and host an Iranian military presence. However, the UAE continues to claim the islands, making them one of the longest-running territorial disputes in the Middle East. Number 8. Iran was home to one of the oldest continuous civilizations. Let's connect everything together. Iran is often considered part of one of the oldest continuous civilizations in the world, with a history that stretches back thousands of years across multiple powerful empires. One of the most important was the Achaemenid Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great around 550 BC. At its peak, it became the largest empire in human history at the time, stretching across 3 continents and controlling an estimated up to 44% of the world's population. This made it not just huge in size, but one of the most influential political systems of the ancient world, shaping governance, culture, and trade across a massive part of the planet. Number 9. Around 60% of the population is under 40. The country has a relatively young population. Out of roughly 92 million people, around 40 to 45% are under the age of 30, while about 60% are under 40. This younger generation plays a major role in shaping culture, education, technology, and everyday life. At the same time, birth rates have been declining rapidly in recent decades, causing a significant demographic shift. As a result, the population is gradually aging, with the median age now sitting at around 32 to 34 years. Number 10. The current flag was adopted in 1980. The flag features 3 equal horizontal bands of green, white, and red. Green symbolizes Islam, growth, and joy. White represents peace, freedom, and justice, and red stands for courage and the blood of martyrs. In the center is the national emblem, a highly stylized representation of the word Allah in Arabic calligraphy. Along the inner edges of the green and red bands, the phrase Allahu Akbar is written, repeated 11 times on each band for a total of 22 times. This number honors the date of the 1979 Islamic Revolution, which took place on the 22nd day of Bahman in the Iranian calendar. Number 11. The country is in the year 1405. The Iranian calendar is completely different from the Gregorian system used in most of the world. It follows the solar Hijri calendar, which means the current year is 1405. The term Hijri refers to the Hijra, the journey of the Prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Medina in 622 AD, which marks the starting point of the calendar. However, unlike most Islamic calendars, which are based on the phases of the moon, the Iranian calendar is solar, based on the Earth's orbit around the sun. This makes it one of the most accurate calendars in use today. The Iranian New Year, known as Nowruz, begins exactly at the moment of the spring equinox, when day and night are nearly equal. Number 12. The country sits on one of the world's most active earthquake zones. Iran sits on one of the most active earthquake zones on Earth, where several major tectonic plates constantly collide. This makes earthquakes a frequent and powerful natural force across the region. Over history, major quakes have repeatedly reshaped cities, destroyed entire regions, and forced rebuilding on a massive scale. Entire urban areas have had to be redesigned with seismic activity in mind, making earthquakes one of the most important natural factors shaping life here. Number 13. Iran has one of the largest navigable water caves in the world. Hidden in the mountains is Ali Sadr Cave, one of the largest navigable water caves on Earth. This massive underground system stretches for kilometers, with wide chambers filled with clear water that can be explored by boat. Inside, visitors move through vast limestone halls shaped over millions of years by natural water erosion. It's a rare place where you can literally travel through an underground world, combining geology, water, and cave exploration in one of the most unique natural formations in the region. Number 14. Lake Urmia was once one of the largest saltwater lakes in the world. Lake Urmia has experienced one of the most dramatic environmental changes in modern history. At its peak, it covered around 6,000 square kilometers, but in recent years, it has shrunk by more than 90%, at times turning into vast salt flats with only small remaining pools of water. The decline is mainly caused by a combination of prolonged drought, river damming, groundwater extraction, and extreme evaporation. In some periods, satellite data has even shown the lake bed almost completely exposed, leaving behind a thick white layer of salt instead of open water. And the last one, number 15. More Azerbaijanis live in Iran than in Azerbaijan. One of the most surprising demographic facts in the region is that there are actually more ethnic Azerbaijanis living in Iran than in the neighboring Republic of Azerbaijan. Estimates suggest that between 15 and 25 million Azerbaijanis live in Iran, making them the country's largest ethnic minority and accounting for roughly 16 to 24% of the population. Because Iran does not record ethnicity in its official census, the exact number is uncertain. However, researchers generally agree that Iran is home to a larger Azerbaijani population than Azerbaijan itself, which has a population of around 10 million people. And those were some of the most fascinating geography facts about Iran. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know which country I should cover next.